Well, you know, we were just talking about how the first quarter of 2026 is off to the best start at the box office that we've had in the first quarter since 2019. And the second quarter is off to a good start because Mario Brothers Galaxy has opened, and it officially, now granted, just like I said with other movies before, we're just coming out of the first quarter. It's early, but we now have an official biggest opening weekend of the year so far. I'm sure it won't hold, but it is for now. The Mario Brothers Galaxy movie made $130 million. I think my guess was 120. I think that's what I said last week.
Mine was for the 3 day was 110 and 150 for the 5. And they blew me out of the water on both.
So $130.9 million to easily become the biggest opening weekend of 2026 so far. In total, the Super Mario Galaxy film has now worldwide made $372 million. Now, it should be noted that this start of $130.9 million for its opening weekend does put it behind the first Super Mario movie, which made $146 million in its opening weekend. And before any of you say, yeah, but this Mario Brothers movie opened on the Wednesday, so did the Super Mario Brothers movie in 2023. They both opened on the Wednesday, had a couple of days of box office getting eaten up, then had their official opening 3-day weekend. And so the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy movie is trailing about about 15 million behind where Super Mario's is. Regardless, doesn't matter. Still huge. 130 million, by far the biggest of the year. So now it's interesting to see where it's going to go. Now, I had originally predicted that Mario Brothers going to be massive, maybe even $1 billion film. Did not think it was going to hit the 1.3 something billion that the last Mario Brothers movie did. I feel really good about that prediction now. I think it'll be over $1 billion, but since it's already trailing behind the last Mario movie, and frankly, I don't think this one is as good as the last Mario movie, I think it's going to come in between that $1 billion, $1.3 billion mark. But what a start.
Bro.
What a start. Easily the biggest of the year. And I may not have been a big fan of the movie myself. Doesn't matter. This is a huge go for it. I always got to be happy when films succeed and bring success to the movie industry. This is a good one. Rob, you see these numbers, surprised by the numbers, not surprised. And even though it's starting slower than the last Mario Brothers movie did, how do you see it ending compared to that last Mario Brothers $1.36 billion?
I'm not surprised it opened big after especially the success of the first film. And I think that, you know, a lot of people went, clearly they're having a good time. The movie obviously has been, I thought the first movie, I haven't seen this yet, but I thought the first movie was okay. It was fun. You know, it was cool to see.
I had fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, the world. But people have not liked this movie as much. I don't know if that really matters. Especially, you know, it's just, you know, it's going to be more telling to see second weekend drop off and third weekend. But I do think, you know, you've got spring break is still happening and you've got kids are out and they go back and see the film. And I think it's kind of impervious, you know, for kids to watch this. And let's face it, people grew up with this. So it's kind of impervious to critics. But then again, if it's not as good as the first film and doesn't deliver the entertainment value, it's probably not going to make as much.
You're not getting as much repeat viewers.
Yeah, and I don't think this movie's going to make $1 billion.
Oh, you don't think it's going to make $1 billion?
No.
I still think it'll make $1 billion. I just don't think it'll make that 1.3 that the last
it's going to be
did.
the second weekend will be telling.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Not to mention, we got a little film called Michael.
Yeah.
Coming that a lot of those parents may forego taking their kids to see Mario for a third or fourth time in lieu of going to see the Michael movie.
Yeah.
So that, but then again, the first Mario Brothers had to run into some big films that came out after it in the weeks following it too. So it'll be interesting to see what the momentum is like going into it. Regardless, it's a great start though. It's 100%. A great start. It doesn't matter which way you want to cut it. It is a great start for the Mario Brothers movie. A great kickoff to the second quarter for the box office after new highs for the first quarter. Guys, we want to take a second to thank the sponsor of today's video, Mando. Spring is in the air, and I gotta tell you, I am pumped to get back outside and start using the pool more. But let's be honest, warmer weather also means one thing: sweat. That's why I've been using Mando whole body deodorant, and guys, this stuff is amazing. Now look, I've tried a lot of deodorants over the years, but Mando is different because you can literally use it anywhere. I'm talking pits, chest, feet, even those hard to reach areas. And what surprised me the most is how well it actually works. So for me, what I personally love the most, it doesn't just cover up odor, it actually stops it before it starts. Mando was created by a doctor who saw how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, and they built this to actually solve the problem. It's clinically proven to control odor for up to 72 hours, and I can tell you from using it, it delivers. So here's the deal, guys. Don't just mask it. Mando it. Head to shopmando.com and get 20% off with my code CAMPEA. That's code CAMPEA at shopmando.com for 20% off site-wide. Again, go to shopmando.com, use the code CAMPEA, and get 20% off. Support the show and stay fresh out there. Trust me, Mando's got you covered. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The Mario Brothers have opened to officially the biggest opening weekend of 2026 so far. A little bit behind the pace of the last Mario Brothers movie, but still a huge opening, biggest of the year so far. Can it maintain that momentum? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.